My name is Michael Jones. On social media, I am known as Mr. Moody Dresser on all platforms. I am a fashion and lifestyle influencer and also the founder of the official Classic Men. I fell in love with fashion early on in my life, very, very young. I would say 5 or 6 years old. I just gravitated towards style, man. Like, my grandfather was a very sharp dresser, and he had this exhaustive closet full of suits and ties and these long paraded line of dress shoes. And I just thought it was dope. Like the way he carried himself, the way he would put his ensembles together, how he would put his ensembles together the night before. I'd watch him lay it out on his little suit. Valet, and I just the whole process. I gravitated to it very naturally. I found the Classic Men, it was actually during the pandemic, and it was so timely. I was online, we were all at home. So life stopped for everybody. So something I would normally be doing, I couldn't do because I was at home, and, with the requirements, everyone had to be at home. And I was going through social media and I was just noticing a void necessarily of black men being represented in the fashion and lifestyle space. And I'm like, I want to do something about that. You know what I'm saying? I want to do something about that. I want us to be a little bit more visual. And maybe my effort, I can put some effort out there to at least throw a pebble in the ocean and cause some ripples. And that was my inspiration. And then the Don't Rush Challenge came out. And I seen young guys doing it. I seen young girls doing it, but I didn't see us represented, the silver crowd, the silver and gray crowd. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna call up some brothers, some salt and pepper brothers, and we about to put it in, man. We about to get it in. And I started reaching out to some brothers, man, that I was Instagram or Facebook friends with, and asked them would they be willing to do it, and put a roster together. You guys are probably familiar with Irvin Randall of the Silver Fox Squad, and Constantly Changing for Me, and Dennis Berry, the style guy. And I started reaching out to these guys and said, hey, what do you guys think about doing this video? And I had a lot of great responses. Some guys didn't respond, thought it was a weird idea, which all good ideas are perceived as weird to people, you know what I'm saying? But I put the video together. We dropped the video, and when we dropped the video, man, like I said, I think it was the pandemic. I think because the world stood still, that they were actually able to pay attention, and it just went through the roof, man. And I put the Classic Man song on there, and Jadena, the artist that made the song, Grammy Award winning artist, he posted it on his page, the video on his page. It took off on there. I put it on my Facebook, and it just shot to the hemisphere, man, to the atmosphere. It was crazy. 4 million views. I think it got up to like 6 million views. And then on Instagram, it got up to about 1 million views. And on his page, it was like 300,000. And it just kept going and going and going and going. And that's when it dawned on me that people were ready. They were ready to see older gentlemen like myself that are over the age of 40 that's still doing their thing. And so from there, I was like, let's keep going. Let's keep doing this, because it told me, it was information. The response that I got from everybody, it was information like, okay, people want to see this. They want to see that this is a thing and that there are men that are still doing their thing in their 40s. So that's how I got started, man. And it's just been on. From there, it's just been on. My creative process from start to finish varies when I'm creating content. It varies because, well, just like my name, Mr. Moody Dresser, it's a mood. It's a mood. I'm a creative, so emotion is a component to my creating process. It's like, what's the mood? Like for instance, if I do a cologne ad, well, how do I want to present that cologne? How do I want to present it? And then match that with what they're asking me to create. I always go into a collaboration asking for creative liberty, because I can't work where do this, do exactly this and only this, and this is what we want, because then it's a robot. It takes the emotion out of it, it takes the feeling out of it, and I'm not going to do anything at this point in my life that I don't enjoy. So it's like, okay, let me get down the way I like to get down. Let me wear what I want to wear. Let me present it, and you can have some type of framework, but within that framework, let me kind of run free and give you the best that I can give you as a creator, and it tends to be a good process. But it starts with it's such a hard question to narrow down to. This is my process, a 1, 2, 3 ABC type process, because I'm a creative. It can go. I can look at something. I can look at a hat on the wall and go, boom, I'm gonna build from that all the way. Or I can be driving and I can see a location, and it could be like, perfect example. I'm passing this condemned building, and it's got graffiti on the wall, and it's got crushed concrete, and it was just a distressed property, and I fell in love with that property. I just knew, I felt it like. So I went back home and I put an outfit together to complement that atmosphere, went back and did an ad and some content, and everything blended together. But it was that location that sparked the creativity. The secret sauce into maintaining a healthy salt and pepper beard would be hygiene. Taking care of it the same way you take care of your bank account, the same way you take care of your front lawn. You know, people, they'll go and they buy the fertilizer and the nutrients for their front lawn so it stays nice and green and healthy. It ain't no different with your beard. You need a good shampoo. You need a good moisturizer. Keep it nice and trimmed. You know, every once in a while, cut it down low so new growth will come out. Care about it. Take care of it. It's a part of your being. So I often like to represent brands that promote that, because it is a thing. It's just when, you know, the way women take care of their hair. You know, they go to the barbershop, the beautician, and, you know, they get their hair conditioned and shampooed, and, you know, it's the same thing. Guys, take care of your beards, man. You know, you want that shiny, healthy beard. You want that fresh growth. I'm all for it, man. My Choose Greatness message to anyone would be, there's beauty in individuality. That's where the true beauty is, in individuality. It doesn't matter what life has dealt you. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter how much money you got. What matters is that you have a strong sense of self. You know who you are when you wake up and when you lay down at night. Just be yourself. Be inspired. Be inspired. Be encouraged. See things in other people that you admire. Apply those things if it's going to enhance you. But at the base, be yourself, man. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. When I see people being themselves, something comes up in me, man, where I'm automatically a fan. When I see someone, and you know it, you know when someone's genuine. You can see it like unapologetically. Like, so many people, as I'm talking, are going through my head where I was like, man, this part, that's a rock star right there. Just be the rock star in your own life. It's your stage, man, and everybody else is the audience. And don't wait for a standing ovation. Start clapping for yourself, because every hand clap after that is extra.